I bumped into my friend Dennis while I was on the beach, and I found out he recently published a book. This was our last in-person conversation before he left Taiwan, where he's lived for the last 10 years. Cole Fogel here on A Healthy Balance, and I am here with Dennis. I don't know how to say your last name. Jejits. When did you first come to Taiwan?
July 10 years ago. So we just had our 10-year Taiwan anniversary.
What brought you to Taiwan?
We traveled a lot of different places together, and it gets tiring to travel, so we decided, well, where should we go? And we thought we could go to Asia because we could earn money as teachers. Mm-hmm. And then we thought, well, we'd already done Korea, and we kind of came up, whittled it down, and ended up with between China and Taiwan, and well, we chose Taiwan.
What are your plans? Are you going to stay in Taiwan? Do you plan on moving at some point?
Yeah, so we're actually on the way out. My wife, so she's French, and we're going through U.S. immigration right now. I've lived outside of the States for 17 years.
Wow.
Yeah, and so living here, there, traveling. And I left the United States, 25, and kind of not liking America, thinking America's the big bad guy in the world. But now after living,
so coming full circle.
Yeah, because I understand the United States has, I won't say it's the only country in the world that is like that, but it's one of the few that really, really is liberty-minded. And that's like the backbone of being an American. And now I resonate with it so much.
Freedom.
Yeah. It's about balancing that freedom with responsibility.
A healthy balance?
Maybe a healthy balance.
Do you meditate?
I don't. I have in the past, but that's not currently part of my practice.
I'm looking at you. You look like a healthy guy. What are your main things to keep yourself healthy?
In terms of health, I focus on lifting weight. I don't eat a lot of processed stuff, but sometimes I do keto diet. Yeah. My wife cooks a lot, and she cooks very healthy stuff. I remember when I first go into keto. Yeah. My vision got sharper. Colors are a little bit brighter.
Keto.
From keto, yeah.
Sorry, keto.
Keto.
You say keto, I say keto. Living a healthy lifestyle has a direct effect on whether you have a healthy relationship or a healthy marriage.
100%. One thing I do is I coach men on how to make their marriages better.
The Married Man's Survival Guide. Can you tell me what it is in a nutshell?
Yeah, in a nutshell, it's a survival guide for men who are married. When my son was not very old, we had a marital crisis. Yeah. And the crisis was my wife wanted to leave. She didn't want to be with me anymore. And then that is what put me on the path really to have this conversation, write this book. And that journey was me figuring out that I didn't really know what it meant to be a man. I didn't think about it very much. There's a chapter in the book called Emotional Quicksand, and it's about what men should share with their wives, what feelings. Because one thing that I see is that we should always share our feelings. Just share your feelings. Just share your feelings. Just share your feelings. And I think it's terrible advice.
Oh, okay. Why?
As a habit. And so there's a chapter called Emotional Quicksand. And if you go to emotionalquicksand.com, you can read the chapter for free there. If you have a job and you don't like your job, every time you have a bad day at work, you come home and the first thing you do is your bad day to your wife, because feelings are contagious. Mm-hmm. If I'm real happy and upbeat, you're going to start feeling happy. If I get real down, you're going to get real down.
See, I feel like you're talking frequency now, because if I'm in a bad mood, I pass it on to my wife, she passes it on to my son. The next thing you know, the whole house is angry.
Yep. It's to be conscious of what you're feeling, and then sharing things with your wife that strategize, meaning that you want your wife to associate you with good feelings.
Yeah, I 100% agree with you. If you come to her with shit every day, then that's what you're going to get from her, shit.
Right. But if you have kids, then you're just teaching an ineffective at best way to have a marriage.
Go into marriage knowing that it requires effort and work. You don't just get married and live happily ever after. That's Hollywood has brainwashed you.
Right. A lot of men don't know how to show up in a masculine way that's healthy and creates attraction, right? Because I teach 2 skill sets that the man needs to have a healthy, stable marriage. And the first is to know what your own and your wife's emotional needs are and meet them at a high level. And then how to be more attractive. We have a focus on becoming the best version of ourselves so that we can be better, show up as better men and husbands and fathers.
Thank you, Dennis.
Well, I want to say thanks to you. I appreciate it.
Yeah, I appreciate it. And I'm going to put all of Dennis's information about the Married Man's Survival Guide. It'll all be in the description below. And with that said, have a wonderful morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are, and I will see you in the next one.
Enjoy your life.